What we're looking at now is the citizen application. So this design, the look and feel is completely customizable and in all probability would be customized based on the local government regulations and requirements. So the purpose for this demo is to illustrate, what kind of features are currently available and what's on the roadmap. So as you can see, the home screen starts with a zone alert right at the top. So the green bar at the top indicates that I'm currently in a safe location. So this is based off the data that my GPS signal is providing, mapped with the GIS data of infections and newly reported cases from the backend platform. So it tells me that I'm in a location where the number of cases is minimal or absolutely none. So right at the top, you can also see some statistics. So currently within this region, this is the live number of cases, the number of recovered cases and deaths. In some cases, in some geographies, we are not allowed to show this live data. We can remove it. There's also latest updates and information. So this is coming from the backend content management system. So this is a way of publishing authentic and reliable information regarding the COVID-19 situation in the region. There are a couple of key features that are available. So there's a self-diagnosis for a first-time user. So this is the pre-screening process. There's view symptoms. It gives the ability to understand what symptoms to be aware of when it comes to the coronavirus disease. There's a live map view where you can view the affected places near you. And right at the bottom, there are 4 options where you can click on the home to come back to the screen. There's an FAQ section. There's a search where you can search for locations on your live map to see, what is the spread of infections in a particular locality. And lastly, there's a call center, an SOS based option where you can reach out to health authorities and alert them if you know of any situation in your area or ask for any support or consultation. So let's start with, as a first time user, if I'm going to go through the self diagnosis, I have to register. So I'm just going to key in my number. So this is a way for authenticating real users on the platform. So once I've keyed in my OTP, I'm verified. So at this point, it shows, because I'm already registered on the platform, it did not ask me for my username or gender or any of the other details. It automatically identified that I'm already registered in the National Health Records, and it has issued a digital health card. So this QR code is color coded green, which indicates that I'm healthy and I've not exhibited symptoms or have previously been infected with coronavirus. This QR code is scannable by a generic QR code scanner, which would show that this is an authentic certificate of health, and that it also helps verify that it belongs to me. This health card is issued by a digital health authority post a clinical test. Now, I also have the option to add a primary contact, which picks up information from my contacts, or can just add a person within your family, could be a dependent as well. So once I'm already logged into the system, as you can see, there's an option to take a daily test. This is the option for people who are currently in quarantine or self-isolation, who may be an asymptomatic carrier. And the health authorities want to help monitor the situation and the health of the patient remotely. So especially when it's asymptomatic and no serious issues, you can take tests at home. So if you look at this, so right now it's asking me to take a morning test. So I haven't taken a test in the morning. So a couple of questions regarding whether you have a throat pain, whether you have fever, a dry cough, if you have shortness of breath. So whether I have a Okay, so once I've taken this test, it would then analyze a threat score, and basic information is being captured. So that data is, encrypted and sent to the backend platform where this is being able to be monitored. So the authorities would get an idea of whether the health is stable or deteriorating or progressing in terms of this threat score. So that information is analyzed and made available. As I mentioned, a couple of other things like the ability to understand, what symptoms to look out for. As you know, there are a lot of new, as this is a novel coronavirus, and there are a lot of new symptoms which are being learned and being captured today, such as lesions and aspects of loss of smell, etc. So we are updating this information as well. This is the live map view where you can see if there's a hotspot in your locality. So right now we have data for the city of Trivandrum. So you can see that there's a hotspot been defined there. And this basically alerts people within that locality that there is a hotspot, and this is seen in your live map based on your location. So the authorities also have the ability to define new hotspots and alert people if they are in the vicinity of a hotspot that they should not go. The application also has some of the key aspects that help in social distancing. So with the Bluetooth data switched on, Bluetooth settings switched on, when you're in close proximity 2 to 3 meters of a COVID patient, this phone would automatically alert by vibrating and giving you a notification that you're in the vicinity of a hazard. You also would be alerted if you're approaching this hot zone. So if you're in close proximity to this anywhere around this radius, it would notify you as well. A couple of other interesting features if you go back to the home screen. So there's also the helpline that we just spoke about. So you can call any number and you can alert via an SOS signal. You also have FAQs, so you can learn more about what this disease is. Awareness is a very key aspect of managing this pandemic, as a lot of people don't really understand what is coronavirus, how does it spread, and what should they be worried about. So it's still important to provide an awareness about this disease. So that's pretty much what we have on the platform. There are a couple of upgrades and updates coming into the platform on the Citizen application. So we're also looking at potential integration with self-diagnosis or self-testing kits and telemedicine options as well. So at this point, we can switch over to the healthcare application or the government side application, which helps administer and monitor and manage the pandemic situation as well.